Hi, I'm Lou with another episode of My Car Story. Today we're in the western suburbs of Chicago, and we've got a great guest for you, Dennis Heywood. We're going to not only see his great garage, but the reason why I came out here, Dennis, what year, make, and model is this one?
This is a 1913 Locomobile 7-passenger touring car.
Model 48. Here we go.
Model 48.
Let's take a look at it. And tell me why they called it the Model 48. Come alongside me. How did they get that designation?
Model 48 had to do with the horsepower of the engine.
The horsepower of the engine. Now, do you see, first of all, let me start with the obvious. This is 1913, which means it's a brass car. And the Locomobile started, you were sharing with me, is Stanley Steamers or something? They bought that company? Tell me how that worked.
That's correct. It was the founders of the Locomobile company bought the Stanley, purchased the company from the Stanley brothers. And they ended up splitting early on in their relationship. There was a Mr. Walker and a Mr. Barber. And Mr. Barber took his half of the company and created the Locomobile. The early years they made steam vehicles, and approximately 1903 they started making, he had an engineer, Mr. Riker, and they started designing cars with the internal combustion engine.
And the Locomobile was, correct me if I'm wrong, the most expensive car in the United States at the time?
That's what I'm told.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you have Rolls-Royce and the Locomobile. And let's take a look at this. Look at the brass in the rims. You have the Locomobile, Bridgeport, Connecticut of America. Brass up here. That section's off up here, as you can see. You can, the lights, tell me about the lights too. What do we have here?
13 was a transition year. The 12 was acetylene lights. Mm-hmm. So you had oil lamps on the cowls in the rear. The headlights were acetylene. 13 was the first year for electric. And so this has an electric starter, has an electric dynamo, it has electric lights. But it was a transition year, and they weren't really sure where it was going to go. So some, like these cowl lamps here, these cowl lamps are electric, and they can also burn oil. The same thing with the rear. They're electric, but they can also burn oil.
And Locomobile listed everywhere on this car. As you can see.
It's important to know what you're driving.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, this side we have a horn that's clearly, you stick your bugle on that and it blows it out. We'll show you the other side too, because each side is a little different.
Again, a transition year. So this is the manual bulb horn.
Yeah.
And on the other side, you have the electric Auga horn.
The Auga horn. Got it. Is it still functional?
Yes.
We'll give them an Auga and Locomobile up there. I've only seen one other one. And when I even looked on the internet, when I posted the first one, which was our friend Bob Joint's car, that was the only one that was on the internet. So it's not a car that everybody knows about, but for those who do, it's pretty impressive. Let's stand back from it for just a moment. I want to see if I can get it in on the side. Wow. Yeah, that's a big vehicle. Dennis, do me a favor. Just stand next to it. I want to show like what a human being looks like next to this vehicle. Because it's about at your chin level. Wow. Okay. So let's just show them. We're going to take our time with it. What do we have in each little box here? I'll let you open one.
Lubrication point. That's for the front of the spring shackles.
Go ahead. Show them that.
And the brake levers.
So there's what you'd have in there. Okay, we'll close that one. We'll show them the next one.
This is the shutoff for the fuel.
Okay. There's our fuel shutoff. Got it. All right, we'll close that. While I'm here on the side, I'm going to open this. Tell me what this leveler is here.
That's inclination.
Which means
tells
when you're
you
going
in
up
your-
a hill,
Correct, your degrees. So, like locomotives, railroads are about 4% grade. So this will tell you what your grade is in percent from level.
got it. Let me just start with the steering wheel. Your gas is up here. Is it clearly is marked gas?
Correct. Gas. Almost all cars of this era, up through the early 20s, and actually beyond, because even Model A's have it in the early 30s. Gas, obviously, that controls your throttle. And the spark was a manual advance.
Okay.
So you always start out retarded, and as you engine starts running, as you're going down the road, you advance your spark.
Got it. And it's mentioned there. I'll just show the back as well. So you've got these jump seats.
Right. This is 7-passenger, and this was quite a common setup. A lot of engineering went into those jump seats.
I'm telling you, that's pretty cool. While I'm up front, we have the brake. Why do I have what looks like two brakes? The one with the thumb on it, that's a brake.
No,
Oh, really? That's the clutch?
no. This is the handbrake,
Okay.
and this is your shifter. Your neutral here, forward, second, third, and fourth.
Okay.
And then all the way forward and first gear, way forward is reverse.
Okay, way forward. And this on the ground, is that a bell, or what is the brass button that's on the ground here?
The brass button is for the cutout.
Oh, the cutout. Okay, so you get a little more exhaust out of that.
Oh, yes.
And then this is a vent, or this is just a foot stand? This is a brass
That's
foot
just
stand.
a foot stand for the pedals to keep you from wearing out the linoleum.
Got it. All right, so that, now we've got brake to the right, center is gas, the little one here is actually gas,
Right.
and then left is the clutch.
Correct.
Okay. And then over on the far side that I'm featuring, that's your starter.
That's correct.
And then tell me about, we have the word Locomobile up here. I'll show people what's in that. I'm going to jump to the other side for a second. So I get a little better angle here. What do we have? What's this brass box?
This is the regulator.
Okay.
Again, you got to remember, this is first year of the electric system, electric starter and electric charging with the battery. And like today it's done with a chip in an alternator. Back then, this is brand new technology, and there's a lot going on there.
Yeah. Here we
That's to
have,
regulate current.
this is your speedometer.
Correct.
This clearly is your tachometer,
Yes.
and a Jones tachometer at that time. Now, I believe that Jones was like the tachometer company. Like, if you had a Jones tachometer, you had the deal.
You did, and as a matter of fact, the Jones Company hooked into your speedometer, and that was the original GPS. And they would actually give you road maps that you would follow on a chart, and you could install those. And because there wasn't road signs, and you'd give a destination and it'd tell you when to turn. Nobody talked to you. You had to read it yourself.
Got it. Locomobile here. It looks like a vacuum gauge or something to that
Yes.
effect. We have oil, self-explanatory, Locomobile there. Here we have our amps. No, America it says on it. Not sure what that is. And then we have, is that gas possibly?
Originally, these had a pressure system.
Okay.
So what you would do, you would pump it up.
Pressure your tank.
You'd pressure your tank, and that'll read out your pressure on there.
All right, so that is kind of gas. And then up here we've got, what do we have with the brass here? Is this your ignition?
That's your
on, off?
ignition. That's correct.
Okay, and then this one over here,
That's your
I'm not sure. Temperature? Well, it's got a
temperature.
negative and a positive.
Temperature is over here, and
All right.
that's your charge. That
Battery
measures
charge. All right, so
current.
let me just do that. There's our
temp.
temperature.
You know,
Okay.
I know that. I know that because it says temp.
Ah, that's good. These are actually interior lights, both of these
Correct.
brass pieces.
Yeah.
So, all right, so
And
we've,
we
like so, there you go. And then, are these buttons here? These
those
brass
are
buttons?
your headlights and your running lights.
Got it. Okay, so those are your headlights and your running lights. Wow, there's a lot there. This brass swivel there, which you'll see, by the way, it says Locomobile there. That's pretty cool. Let me just show people. By the way, when you open the doors, they work like so. But when Bob turns that, you could see this wood piece opens up like so and becomes ventilation inside the car. So it has ventilation under here.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Directed towards your, which tend to get pretty hot in these cars
Right.
on a long distance trip.
Well, I'm going to have you come around this side for just a moment. Actually, are you able to do the Auga horn from that side? Or is the button, where is the button for the Auga horn?
Let's see where the button is.
Where'd you find the button?
Right here next to the seat.
Next to the seat.
Right
Okay.
next to the incline.
And hearing the Auga horn, there's your vent there, as well as your cutout is right there for the exhaust, which you can see. We'll come down to this one. There's only one more piece here. And as we come right here, you can see that you can connect. There's your muffler and more oil spots there. Okay, we'll close that. And as we show the back of the car, so this, another Locomobile piece there. You've got your green lamp on the side, your red on the back. So the bottom of that actually can come off and you could still make it your lantern, or you can put a light behind that and make it electric at the same time. So, not at the same time, but one or the other. So when we look at the back of the car, Dennis, now one big question for you on this Locomobile centerpiece. That's not factory, correct?
That's correct.
All right, so I was going to say that's a lock at that time. First of all, who else would have a Locomobile? Hopefully you're in a really good neighborhood if many people have Locomobiles. So while we have the moment too, I know I've shown you this side before, but I wanted to give you one more view. I just thought it looked pretty good there before we show you what it looks like under the... We'd open it up, and each side's a little different. When we open this, so what do we have here that says full on it?
That's an overflow tank.
Got it.
That's an aftermarket addition in the last 50 years.
So tell me what this, what do we have here? It looks like we have a straight 6. Gives us the firing order on that piece of wood. I'm going to jump in there for a second. I want to feature that right there and not burn my arm at the same time, because we just fired it up and that's hot. And that's actually the intake. This is the gas side.
That's correct.
So
Your carburetor?
dual distributors.
Correct. You got dual spark plugs in each cylinder. There's one on this side and there's one on the opposite
Oh,
side.
you know, I didn't even notice that at first. So it's a 6 with a dual plug.
Right. It's cast in 3 pairs. There's 3 cylinder heads, and they're cast in pairs.
Wow.
And it's there's valves on both sides. I believe the configuration was called the T-head.
Got it. And I'm just noticing in here, yeah, more details. You can see the fan, how that works. All right, let's show them the other side, shall we? That's quite the little Modern Marvel. I like how it says Locomobile on the valves or on the heads. So what do we have? What's this big canister back here? Is that our starter?
In the very back?
Yeah.
Yes.
So obviously this is exhaust. Any reason why there's a box there?
That's a heater. That's
Okay.
to heat the fuel.
Okay.
The two things sticking up, these are crankcase ventilation.
Okay.
Always important.
I see that. You got a little screen on the top of them.
Yeah, the configuration is, I don't want to say standard, but for the large cars of this era, it came off the timing chain or off the timing gears, and it usually ran down the side. And so off that you have the water pump, and you have the generator.
What do they call these little gas things? A petcocks or something like that?
petcocks, that's correct.
You put some gas in there to start
Right.
it up.
In cold weather, you would fill those, and you prime each cylinder to start it.
You're going to see that this is going to spin. Obviously the fan's going to spin, but you'll also see those springs will be moving up and down. So why don't we, since it's warmed up, we've pre-warmed it to make sure it'll work for you. Why don't we, give me one more second, I got another badge that I'm always excited to see. Why don't we fire it up for him? So you're jumping in. Now there's a choke on it, or?
Yeah, we don't need to use the choke
Because
now.
we've warmed it up.
We've already been out.
Right.
Turn the ignition on,
That's ignition.
and make sure your gas is up a little, and
right.
your spark is just mildly advanced. And let's see, let me push the starter pedal.
Okay. Push the starter pedal.
Let's go.
Let's go. I know it's gonna fire. Flywheel.
Take off the emergency brake,
Okay.
parking brake,
Parking brake.
and it's a 4-speed transmission, and we're in first gear, and we're going to take off.
What a great
Steering
sound.
is tough.
The car is gray. The sky is gray.
Second.
can feel the torque in this.
Oh yeah, that's only.
Yeah, it pulls.
You gotta understand too. This car is about 6,000 pounds.
Yeah.
The crankcase, solid bronze, it's not aluminum, and they're heavy cars.
Yeah.
And you know, back this is 13, but you know, go to 10 to 15. They didn't have. You got out in the country, they didn't have a lot of free roads, you know.
Yeah.
And there was no stop signs. There was no stop lights. They hadn't been invented yet. You know, so most of the time you're going to be on country lanes. They were tracks. That's why you have the big wheels. They didn't have gas stations. Man.
Right.
You know?
Come on, until about 1917, 1920,
Yeah, right.
something like that. Go to the pharmacy and get your gas. I like that you adjusted yourself and it took off. You just hit that gas
Yeah,
thing.
we're only.
And it's not a lot of RPMs right now.
No, it's just.
I mean, it's bad. 30 miles an hour without even trying. But this is a real treat. It rolls along great. What gear are you in? I'm just curious.
Third.
Yeah, well, it's wonderful. I mean, it's an hour. Feels great, quite honestly. I mean, you gotta think of the time frame. I mean, a Model T would probably do, what, 30 miles an hour?
Yeah. Yeah, but you know, Model T engine was 177 cubic inches.
Yeah, and of course, at that time, you're on dirt roads. So, I mean, you're wearing a duster. I mean, it's just really just an amazing opportunity.
Yeah, in a straight line. When you get into S-curves and you get into intersections and you get into parking, it's brutal. The steering is heavy. When this car was new, like I say, 13, 14, 15, 16, there was almost no place in the country you could find a section of road like this.
No, there's no such thing.
They were paved in the cities, but it just didn't exist.
What a great roller, though. Let's pull into one of these.
Oh yeah, you can.
I don't recommend that, kids.
No, I mean, yeah, no, it tracks
Oh, I
beautifully.
gotcha.
Yeah.
This train is rolling. This locomotive is on the track.
No, it tracks beautifully. It's the Ollendorfs did a
Don't do that at all.
nice job on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Did you have to learn how to drive it, or what happened?
Well, you kind of know all these older cars. They had the Winton parked right next to this. The Winton is like this. The Winton is a 17, but again, the engine is designed to drive train around the same time. But it got the gate up. They had, and that's the same thing. A 4-speed transmission goes down the road like this. You know, you can push it, 65 miles an hour if you want. It's really, but it cruises along really nicely.
It certainly does. We have sun to that side and we've got rain that side. So we're gonna make sure, Dennis, we get inside. You start to see the rain on the windshield.
Remember I was telling you before, you get caught in the rain. You don't go out
down.
Oh, it's already been done, don't worry.
All right.
It should be almost white. That's why it's the color it is.
Yeah.
Hey, help break the white there, will you?
There's my wipers. We're starting to get a little rain, so I'm gonna wrap up our video with you. Although it's sunny in the background, we're actually feeling the rain from the other side. Dennis, what fun in this car. Thanks so much for being on my car story.
Glad I can help you out.
You're welcome.
Glad I can help myself out.
Yeah, lots of fun.